Where were you? What were you doing on the day that Tadej Pogacar turned up 2,000 metres above sea level in the high mountains to double his lead at the Giro?
What can you say about that? Magnificent, majestic, miles ahead of the rest of the field. Dan, we have witnessed something truly exceptional today, haven't we?
I mean, that was just mind-blowing. The gap he opened up within a kilometre, and then by a second kilometre of attacking, it was just a man on a different level to everybody else in the race. And I'm not sure whether that was the plan for UAE Team Emirates, as in, obviously, the stage win was, but I think they'd hoped to get him a bit further and close to Nairo Quintana at the front of the race before he had to make his move. But they were down to just Rafael Majka, and when Pogacar went, only Martinez had the cojones, I guess, to try and follow him. He paid for that, went back to the group. And from there on, the gap to them just continued to increase, and the gap to Quintana came down to nothing, overtook him. I mean, it's been years now we've been watching these exploits from Tadej Pogacar, but you're still astounded when you see him do it again. It's just next level stuff.
I mean, Sean Kelly said in the immediate aftermath there, Adam, he was lost for words, and you can understand why. This man went into this stage with a bigger gap at this stage in the race than there has been in 34 years, and in one single stage it looks like he's doubled that.
It's just unreal. I think there's not a lot you can say about him. You know, Rob Hatch he's been commenting on him that many times now on so many different race victories. Rob's getting lost for words.
Yeah.
It's really hard to appreciate and understand and put that into words how good that man actually is. I think the one thing in this Giro that he's on his own in this Giro, I think if he had a Jonas Vingegaard there as he did at the Tour de France, it changes things. But because he's on his own here at the minute and the level that he's at is just so much better than, not so much better, but a lot better than everybody else.
Well, it is really, when you look at the time gaps, it is so much better. No one can get anywhere near to him on a stage like today, the Queen stage, the hardest stage, with the most climbing that we have had in the last 4 seasons of any Grand Tour, Robbie.
And he just takes it apart. I mean, we said we're running out of superlatives, even Rob Hatch. I mean, you're going to have to just start making words up. It was a pogolition of the entire field. I don't know. He just keeps going and going, and his appetite is never satisfied. He's, you think of Eddie Merckx, the greatest of all time. Pog says he wants to be the greatest of all time, and that was a cannibalistic approach to the stage.
I don't even think his appetite's full either. I don't think it is. He will try and win more stages in this Giro, I think. The way that he's going, he can follow the other guys up the climbs and then make an effort at the end like he did on stage 8 and take the stage win if it's all together. I think he's GC, more secure than it's ever been, but I think he's not going to rest on just the four. Just the four.
He's like you with that T-bone steak the other night. I'll have the lamb cutlets as well, thank you very much, and the dessert. We'll have the entire menu.
Me and Tadej, very similar.